I have to say my biggest dread as an auctioneer is that fire alarm going off one day while we're having our auctions, and unfortunately, predominantly the majority of times that it does go off, it's because somebody upstairs has burnt the toast in the lunchroom or something stupid like that, because we've all got to go out onto the middle of the road out there and wait. So thankfully that was just a test fire alarm. Good afternoon, folks. A warm welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. We won't take up too much of your time. Just two properties up this afternoon. These auctions have been brought forward. The owners are in contract, so they are here to be sold today. So my name is Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here, and of course Sandy will look after everything in terms of the technology. You see Robin up there on the screen, feeling a little bit unwell today, so Sandy said, yeah, taking over. We're just going to quickly run through the documentation, folks, so you are bidding confidently and with 100% clarity, as we like to do here at EVES. If you bid today on either of these properties, you're bidding on the basis we've provided you with that buyers and sellers guide. Of course, that's put out by the Real Estate Authority, and they are available in the stand just outside of the auction room. That document certainly outlines all the due diligence that you need to complete prior to bidding at auction. I don't need to go through all that with you. You've had the opportunity to read that booklet. I just remind you though that as a standard with auctions, any bids today are on the basis that you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. So to the contract I take you now, it's been circulated in draft form like that. Finalised copies also available in the stand just outside of the room. By way of bidding today, I'm going to assume that you read, understood and accept that standard contract that we work to. It's very clear, concise, approved by the vendor's solicitor, approved by the Auckland District Law Society, and of course approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand, and hopefully also approved by your solicitor as well. I will take the liberty of revisiting this section on the front page. We've superimposed that in blue. Don't expect you to read through it. Just a couple of amendments that I need to highlight to you. Of course, the owners have set reserve prices. Now, those reserve prices have been set at the level of the pre-auction contract. I'll disclose that level to you after I've shared with you some pearls of wisdom as to why you should be buying the property and why we're here today, because of the popularity of the two properties. When I disclose that figure, Sandy will make it come up on the screen, so it's very clear there what level that is. I'll then invite any bids over that level. So if you wish to purchase the property, we then welcome your bids, and the property will then be sold to the highest bidder. There will be no vendor bidding on these properties today. Clause 2.5 authorises me as the auctioneer to submit bids on behalf of our sellers. I will not be exercising that right. It's going to be entirely over to you, or of course the telephone bidders, which is the next thing I highlight to you. We are authorised to accept bids by phone. We do have registered telephone bidders on both of the properties here today. Documentation is all in place, signed by the vendors and the purchasers, approving us to accept those bids via the telephone. The telephone bidders, they bid on the same cash unconditional basis as you do here in the auction room. In the unlikely event of any disputed bidding, I'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. Or, of course, as the auctioneer, I'm authorised to arbitrate that dispute, in which case I'll make a decision there. We'll set the benchmark as to where we are, and then we'll proceed from there, giving everybody equal opportunity to continue and purchase the property. So, a pretty straightforward process, folks. If the hammer does fall in your favour here today, then your only obligations prior to commencing your celebrations is, of course, sign the contract. If you are the buyers that have got the original contract in place and there is further bidding, a new contract is then formed because that original contract is deemed to be cancelled. So new contract formed, and at the same juncture we then require you to, of course, pay your deposit. Just 10% of the purchase price is all that's required here today, unless of course you've made alternative arrangements with the vendors prior to the calling of the auction here today. The balance is then payable on settlement date. Of course, that's a nice simple transaction action by your respective solicitors. So a pretty straightforward process, like I said. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but just before I invite questions, I just remind you, if you haven't already scanned the QR code or signed the contact tracing register, can you please make sure that you do so? And of course, we welcome you to utilise any of our sanitising facilities, either up the front, down the back of the auction room, or of course out of reception as well. So, any questions at this point in time? I'd like to welcome our viewers watching via the live stream as well. Of course, our telephone bidders will be watching via the live stream. Don't worry about it, folks. The camera is only on me and the screen there, so our auctions go out over the World Wide Web. So now's the opportunity for phone bidders to submit your any questions that you might have for bidding confidence and clarity as well. No? Okay, so we'll press on to the first property for the afternoon for you, 22A Tay Street, Danielle Hayes, needing no introduction in the real estate market over there, presenting this property at 22A Tay Street. It's secluded, it's sunny, and certainly a very peaceful setting here as well at 22A Tay Street. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it is a cross-lease freehold, all described in record of title, say 27B, folio 1452, of course, that record of title house in the South Auckland Registry Office. We do have, as I said, authorised telephone bidding on this property today. We have a settlement date down of 40 working days from today's date, or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. No changes there. Any other changes to the channels list? I mean, we almost needed another slide to cover off all the quality channels in the property. Just a quick reminder, folks, clause 23, purchasers acknowledge that the vendor during a renovation upgraded the exterior cladding on the first floor northwestern wall of the dwelling. These works may or may not have required a building consent. The purchaser acknowledges and agrees that you are relying on your own judgment in relation to the works, and you agree that the vendor's warranties pursuant to clause 9.35. Some of the original documentation circulated stipulated clause 9.25. That is incorrect. It is 9.35, which relates to the vendor warranties. You're bidding on that basis that the vendor warranties pursuant to clause 9.35 of the general terms of sale of the contract in relation to that works only hereby deleted. So making sure that you are absolutely 100% clear on that clause number there relating to the vendor warranties. So without further ado, we might as well just get on, share a few pearls of wisdom then as to why this property is being sold here today. Certainly welcomely renovated and predominantly double glazed throughout, so being modernised to perfection for you. You've got the new carpet that certainly underpins the neutral decor throughout the home. The upper level, obviously, those of you that have been there on a nice fine day, you'll notice that it absolutely absorbs tons of sun for you. Certainly a home well equipped for entertainers, and of course that sizable deck for the summer shade and cool breezes to relax in the summertime as well. Well, it's a location to enjoy a short walk to the sand, surf, schools and cafes, so there's some very good reasons as to why we're probably here today and not the scheduled auction date later in the month. So, like I said, the auction has been brought forward to give everybody equal opportunity. The owner is in contract. That contract has been signed at $1,780,000. $1,780,000. Happy to take a $5,000 or $10,000 rise on top if you're here. Here's your opportunity, folks. The auction has been brought forward for your benefit to give you that opportunity. Need a decision now. You've had plenty of time to think about it. You've known the auction's been brought forward to today for some time to do all your considerations. $1,780,000 is the pre-auction contract. Do I have a $5,000 rise on top? I'm going to call you 3 times, otherwise it's gone. First call now at $1,780,000.
Yes. No.
Second time, are they interrupt, Richard? Here's their opportunity now. Quickly hit, not here to dilly-dally. Third, final opportunity. Quickly, final call for any bids. Anything over one, take a single if it's going to help them. No? There any been no further bids, I'll now declare the property $1,780,000. Congratulations to our buyers, to the pre-auction contract on, and of course congratulations to our sellers. Well, moving straight on, folks, you've seen how it operates now, so I don't really need to say too much other than the next property marketed by Fran Harmon from our Papamoa office, being 15 Kotiate Street there. Certainly a friendly home in the very popular Golden Sands location indeed. Record of title 828191 describes the property as a freehold estate. Just 432 square metres of land, more or less, is all you have to look after with this property. You really probably wouldn't want too much more land because of the location, because it's such a fun place to live there, friend. Like I said, we do have authorised telephone bidding on this one. 60 days from the date of sale was the original documentation that was circulated. That has been amended. It is now 90 days from today's date. or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. Any other changes there, Fran? The channels all as circulated, so the outstanding outdoor living facilities with this property here, folks, just imagine yourself out there, certainly that covered area, extend your time spent there at each end of those wonderful summer months. So not to think, you've probably got the old outdoor heater there, you could probably set it up out there and enjoy that area already. So the 2019 build, so it's still got that new home atmosphere as well, so a great opportunity for you, and of course the location, an easy scoot to the local shops and local schools and ever expanding local amenities in the Golden Sands location. So like I said, the owner of this one is already in contract. The property's been bought forward to be sold today. The owner's in contract at $1,016,000. $1,016,000. Who advances me? Take me to perhaps to $1,020,000. Here's your opportunity here. $1,016,000 it is. First call now for any advance on $1,016,000. The auction's been brought forward for your benefit, folks. Take a single if it's going to help you there. Make it $1,017,000. Might just be a good play for the keys. Second call now at $1,016,000. Looking for, you're searching for anything over. Third, final opportunity.
1017.
$1,017,000. The bid off the phone here at the back of the room there now at $1,017,000. $1,018,000 is it, or $1,020,000? 18 we go. At $1,018,000, making it 19. They need to be quick. Here's their opportunity here at $1,018,000. They've had plenty of time to deliberate it. First call for any advance on $1,018,000. Are we in or out? Second time, do I have $1,019,000 from them? Another single, is it? Your opportunity.
$1,020,000.
$1,020,000. Good strategic move would be to go to $1,025,000 soon. 21. Happy to take the single at $1,021,000. Perhaps their strategic move to $1,025,000 might be the key to ownership. At $1,021,000, I sell down in front here against the phone bidder. How about you others up the back there? At $1,021,000 it goes. Are we in or out? First call now for any advance. Second time, good advice to tell them not to try and prejudge the speed of the hammer.
22.
23.
Yeah.
At $1,023,000 and selling away. They don't have to wait for 1, 2, 3. It may not come. The hammer's up. 24. 25. $1,025,000. Another single, is it? $1,025,000 it goes. First call now at $1,025,000. 26. 27. Singles aren't working, so you might want to try stepping it up a little bit. It's a good way to take control. At $1,027,000. In or out? Once. Twice.
28.
30. 29. Opens the door for 30 there. First call now for a decision. Got their strategy. They're just waiting for the 1, 2, 3. Second time now at $1,029,000 it goes. Third. Final call. Are we in or out?
30.
Nick of time.
31.
More singles here this afternoon than on table. $1,031,000 it is. Just thought I'd throw a bit of humour in there for you, Sue. At $1,031,000. Once, twice.
32.
33. Once, twice.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3.
Third, last opportunity.
34.
35. Just as well I've got a strong right arm holding the hammer up. At $1,035,000 it goes. Are we in or out? Giving them the benefit of the doubt. First call now at $1,035,000 and selling. Second time now.
35,500.
Good opportunity to jump it now. 36 and a half. 36 and a half. Stay in the singles, keep the pressure on. At $1,036.5. Winning at this stage. $1,036.5 by sell. First call now. Second time, are we in or out?
37.
37. The great move would be to go to $1,040,000 now, sir. It's a strategy I suggest often. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. Yep. $1,040,000. At $1,040,000 it is. Showing strength there, sir. Get ready to go again in case. At $1,040,000 it goes. Once. Twice. Third.
42.
42.
43.
3. Mixing it up a bit. $1,043,000. There's two people wanting the same property. It's great for resale.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I can't sell it to both of them. At $1,043,000 it goes. Have we got there? 44. 45. Don't lose it now, Steve. You've been doing so well. At $1,044,000. Might have been their last one. You've seen how they've showed weakness. Just another 1,000 might be up, might be enough to buy the property. If they go again, you haven't spent a cent. But at least you know you tested it. At $1,044,000 it goes. First call now.
44.5.
44.5. Same strategy applies to the phone bidder. At $1,044,500. Are we in or out?
45.
45. Another half. Let's try another single on top. That round number of 45. Go into the odd numbers. If they go again, you haven't spent anything, but another single might just buy. You're the only one that can test it, I can't. First call now at $1,045,000 for the phone bidder. I sell. Second time, you've been a good bidder, sir. Have I got your absolute best? Third, final opportunity quickly. I need a decision, otherwise it's going. It is going. It is going. Sold the phone bidder at $1,045,000. My congratulations to our phone bidder. Appreciate your spirit of bidding, sir. I'm sure Fran will work hard to try and find you something else. That concludes our offerings here this afternoon. Folks, on behalf of the team at EVES, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. We'll see you back Thursday for another 17 options.